Greetings, Grand Rising. Great evening from wherever you're turning in from. It's your girl, Mocha's Mama's Keisha. Back with another live. Happy Juneteenth, the day that we celebrate when our ancestors were free and knew they were free. So they was free-ish. But are we really free? Are we? I don't think a lot of us are free or recognize that they are free. We may be physically free. A lot of us are mentally free. So it's free-ish. Have to know your worth. Have to understand that it's us, not them. And this is our flag. We shall overcome. And I'm very proud that we have our own national anthem. Lift every voice and sing. I don't know all the words, so I ain't singing. I only know a few. The beginning. That's it. I'm going to comments. I feel like I swallowed a hairball. If we can celebrate everybody else, we can celebrate us too. We need to celebrate us more than we celebrate them. This is the only holiday I'm excited about. Besides the day I became a legend. Yeah. Other than that, I don't care. I don't have no about none. No other. I don't care about it. Like, honestly. What in the castle of Adventure Time is that? Olan. Got to get the coins. And a lot of us, wait, let me do my introduction. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel lit. Because we lit over here. Sharing the lives and the videos is a free way to donate to the channel to promote channel growth. Also, donating to the channel is another way to promote channel growth. That money does not go directly to me. It goes into the channel and things I have going on with the channel. So it is not for me. Consider becoming a member for exclusive perks. That means viewing content before everyone else. Like Amy said, welcome to the live. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the stream. And if you're enjoying the content, consider becoming a member for exclusive perks. Let's have some fun. I promise I read this every day in her voice. Let's have some fun. She has that peppy, energetic voice. Photon says, salutations, cousins. Salutations. And Sal says, hey, sisters, brother, cousins. Hey, everyone. Amy says, great rising, sisters, cousins, in chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all for being here. And Sal says, happy Juneteenth. Yes. Nope. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Hey, Rodney and Melissa, how y'all doing? Oh. Sometimes I be wondering if I really do inspire people. And when they tell me I do, I love it. It's been a long time, you guys. It's been a long time. Glad to see y'all in the chat. And Sal says, hey, Rodney and Melissa. Right, sis? Yes. Rodney and Melissa said, hello. And Sal. Abdul gave 5 hugging hearts. Thank you for the super sticker, sister. Y'all gotta wait till next week. I got y'all, I promise. Because this week, I was, hey. I love y'all. Y'all know y'all good. We are good. It's good to hear. It's good to see y'all. I don't know who this person is, but hey, hi. Welcome to the live. They've been celebrating Juneteenth since 1997. Is that what it is? Tia? Tiha? Well, hello. Hi. I don't say hello. Hi. Okay. SL25 Pride. I'll sub if you grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. No thank you. 11:11 on my screen. Changes are coming. We don't do that around here. Thank you, sister. Because, what? I don't even know who Lamar Jackson is. And quite frankly, I don't care. Anyway. Today is our day. I was going to say, let's enjoy. We have to work. I swear to cheese, I thought today, I thought I was off today. I really did. No, we did flowing holidays floating holidays. Are just the holidays you just want to decide when they gonna pay you. You pick the holidays you're gonna get paid. I'm like, yeah, that's so, yeah. We should not have to work today. I agree. All the black people should be off today. Like, off. These jobs do not care. I cannot wait to start working for myself. For real. I just need to get my mind right. Get my mind right. I looked at my list yesterday. No, the other night. 83 ideas. I was like, dang, my brain be working. I thought it was 84 until I looked. I realized I misnumbered. I said, so out of all these 83 ideas, I would be a rich woman. I mean, I'm already rich. It's just the, you know. The funds are being routed to my account as we speak. Let's get the origin of Juneteenth. Shall we? It says, a holiday celebrated on June 19th to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. This holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on that date in 1865, in the aftermath of the Civil War, enslaved people were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation. So that means they were free for 3 years, and then they realized they were free until 1865. So they've been free. Our ancestors were free. And it took 3 years for them to realize for our ancestors to realize they were free. Okay, that was it. It's a little learning tidbit for the day. Juneteenth is also called so because it is Parmatu of June and the 19th, commemorating the day when enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, finally learned of their freedom, June 19th, 1865. See, that's what I was saying. It took them 3 whole years to figure out they was free. And they were already free. This day marked the announcement of General Order Number 3, informing Texas that all enslaved people were free following the Emancipation Proclamation. We gonna learn y'all something today. Okay, so here's more to the explanation. The date. Juneteenth specifically refers to June 19th, 1865. The event. This date is when Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas, and announced the freedom of enslaved people. Even though the Emancipation Proclamation had been issued earlier, which is again reiterating, it took them our ancestors three years to find out that they were free when they already was free. The significance. Juneteenth is a celebration of freedom and the end of slavery in the United States, even though it took time for the news to reach all parts of the country. So the thing is, they didn't want our ancestors, to know they were free, even though they were already free, as it's been stated. Historical context. The Emancipation Proclamation issued 1863 declared that all enslaved people in Confederate territory were to be freed. However, its enforcement in Texas was delayed due to the state's distance from the main battlefields and the presence of Confederate troops. Setbacks. Symbolism. The name Juneteenth itself is a testament to the delayed but impactful delivery of freedom of those who were enslaved in Texas. So I was trying to find out what the exact date. So our people were celebrating for a long, long time. Juneteenth for a long, long time. And they made it a national holiday June 19, 2021. Thanks, Biden. We can't have nothing. Excuse me, not June the 19th. June the 17th, 2021 is when it became a federal holiday. However, not all states observe Juneteenth. Wonder why. The color of the color red is notably seen in places beyond the flag. You may recognize the use of red in literature, apparel, and decor associated with Juneteenth and Pride, and Black Pride. Let's see. So it's been celebrated for a long time, long, long time. I know, brother, that's what I was saying. Hold on, let me go back into the comments. Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Well, thank you, Jackson. You didn't spell it right, but okay. Naima! Hey, sister! She said, good morning, chat! I love what she be yelling. So animated, I love you. I don't know what a finna goddess is. Thank you. Okay. Naima says, happy Juneteenth, everyone. Thank us. We still not free. I know, that's what I was saying at the beginning of the live. We might be physically free. Well, some of us are realizing we are physically free. But a lot of us are still mentally not free. You gotta protect who from David Banner? You could never. No lie, y'all had a dream somebody was fighting. Trying to compete with David Banner, that was funny. I was like, wait, what? One person. Abdul says, happy Juneteenth, everyone. Jackson said, hey, Naima. Naima says, hey, Jackson. Jackson said, hey, Abdul, Ansel, Keisha, Rodney, and Melissa. Jackson, yeah. Abdul said, I'm going to keep it real with you. Even though we have the holiday, we still not free. They're just giving us stuff to keep us quiet. Just remember that. Oh, I know. Our people never. We didn't want this to be a federal holiday because they will do anything to benefit off of our backs as usual. They've been celebrating this for since back in the like our actual celebration since the 80s, and nobody knew about the celebrations. Well, a lot of people didn't know about the celebrations. They just made it a federal holiday so they could profit off of it. I was not okay with it. Ansel says, "Hey Naima, hey, happy Juneteenth." Abdul says, "Ansel." Jackson says, "Congratulations, you're new." Okay. Abdul said, "And the movie center showed that." I believe you, brother. I believe you. I'm gonna go and watch it before it, cause it's already on Amazon Prime. I'm just not paying for it. If I'm gonna pay the rent, I could go to the movie theater and watch it, which was with my plan today. However, I thought I was off, so I'll be at work, working double time. They act like they did me a favor. Ooh, you get paid. Thanks. I wanted to be off and paid. There's a difference. In my next job, I'm taking off of Juneteenth with pay. Mark my words. And so I said, "Hey, brother. Hey, Jackson." Abdul said, "Naima." Winnie reparations, like my sister Taylor always says, "Yep, you ain't lying. You are not lying." She absolutely correct. Definitely do need it. Jackson really exactly. Abdul said, "The thing about this world is that the world is not real, and there's people that controls the world. I'm free." Facts. I don't care what they say, but we are all under control of what we can do and say, and what we. I know. Sinners was good. I know. I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna go see it next week. Jackson said, "I thought Sinners was one of them shows that be talking about a town when it's all about that." What? Hush. Abdul said, "I'm going to say something that people will probably get upset for, but I'm going to say it anyways. Both sides are going through it, blacks and whites, because there's some white people that actually like us." Oh, I know. I know. I absolutely know. Another person who had it bad was the people that were biracial. You are absolutely correct. Jackson, what are you talking about? Who is giggling? This is a serious moment right now. A lot of white people are afraid of us because they think that we're thinking about what they did, and half of the time we just be thinking about getting this money. We don't be thinking about them. That's you, brother. That's why we here. Okay, because I don't be thinking about them. I don't care nothing what your ancestors did. Go back and correct your family members that still use the N word. Go do that for us. That's what you could do. Like my husband said in his interview yesterday, I don't care nothing about what your ancestors did. You can't apologize for what they did. They did what they did. Just go back and correct your family members, your grandmother, your grandparents, your parents that are still using the word. That's what y'all, I want y'all to do. The ones that are for us and the family is not, I want them to do that. That's what they need to do. Sometimes they try not to say certain things so they don't offend us. I've been in situations and I've seen it. I have too. Like personally. The truth person that create this hate is the devil, and we need to not listen to his voice. Do what we're supposed to do and just love one another and be peace on earth. It'd be too much like right. Yes. Great Rising Jackson. Amy said. Good interview. Oh my. It was phenomenal. You know I watched it again, right? Just because it's him. But he be dropping some. However, he drops jewels. And people need to. They're not listening to him. A lot of people do not listen to him. Because what they do is they're still in the mind frame of old David Banner. David will tell you himself, he's been conscious since the 11th grade. You know, you just have to go through some things for you to realize, you know, for it to click and be like, okay, that's it. He says it all the time. He's been conscious since the 11th grade. However, in order for us to continue to be here for our people, they have to be here for themselves. I'm gonna be absolutely honest, and nobody probably is gonna be upset with me. I don't care. Nobody's coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. We are the ones that have to save ourselves. Nobody else is gonna do it. It's nobody coming to save us. And this is not to, you know, to deter anybody from, you know, their thinking or what they believe. I'm just being absolutely honest. Nobody's coming to save us. You gotta save yourself. You gotta save yourself from the entrapment in your mind. You have to unlearn everything you've learned up until this point. It took me a long time to get to where I'm at right now consciously. Because I have been, I tell y'all, I've been conscious since I was little. I knew I was different. I knew things was not for me. I knew I was not supposed to be a part of religion. I already knew that. I've always been the rebellious child to go against the grain. That's always been me. And I will continue to forever do that. And you know, the most profound things he always says at the end of his speeches. Hello, my name is David Banner. You don't have to. He said, what he said? You don't have to like me. Something, I'm paraphrasing. He said, I don't want you to like me. I want you to think. That's the most profound thing he's always said at the end of his. I'm paraphrasing because I don't think that's exactly what he said. But, however, yeah, the interview was phenomenal. I'm going to go back and watch it today. It is not even about the obsession, because I'm not obsessed with the man. I just really love his mind. In order for you to fully love someone, you have to love what they have up here first. When they talking that good shit. Because when they talking about stuff that don't even matter, and that's not going to make you money or give you some type of, you know, real clear understanding, we're just grasping at the straws at this point. Like, quite honestly. Let me go back in the comments because I know I was going off the. Wait. Okay. Good interview. Yes, it was a great interview. Amy said, Grand Rising Naima! Happy Juneteenth. What? Jackson said, exactly, teacher, they need to stop using the N-word. It sounds racist. They need to stop the bull crap. They really do. They only use that word because they think it's going to offend us and they're afraid of us. So instead of actually having a sit down and having a clear, concise conversation with us, they're afraid that we have this continued stigma that, you know, we are the angry black people. We really not. The world is in a disarray right now. You know what we doing? We minding our own black business. That's what we doing. We don't care what's going on. I don't care nothing about the government because the government is going to collapse. I'm telling y'all now. Mark my words, you heard it first. At some point. But I digress because I'm not talking about politics. Because there is a lot of white people that is against racism and they don't even care about that. In fact, they love us so much that they date us, and I seen it. Yeah. As I've stated before, me, myself, when I didn't know better. Well, I've always been an advocate for black anyway, so I myself will not be. I understand and I love those people that continue to love on us. I love y'all. Thank you for your love and support. Me, myself, personally, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Just because our continued lineage. I would like my continued lineage to be black. It is a mixture because, you know, of our ancestors. However, I would rather not. I'd rather be. My child is black. She has a black father. I have a black father. That's where I'm at right now. Like, honestly. But I've always been like that. I've always advocated for black. Will continue to advocate for black. Support black. It's all about our people. Always and forever. We are the very staple of the reason why everybody, do you hear me? Everybody is here and has what they have. And a lot of things were taken from us and made into their own. And we don't get no credit for it. Our ancestors don't get any credit for it at all. Not a percent. And he was saying something like, what did he say in the interview? I promise I was listening. Like Malcolm and Martin, they profit off of them. And the thing is, their family, their descendants don't get 1 red cent. And that's very disheartening to know. Like, seriously. And this is not in any way, shape, or form to offend anyone. I have white friends and I love them dearly, and they love, you know, our people. I'm talking about them other ones. Them other ones. Them unstable ones. Unstable creatures. Racism is a learned behavior. You don't just pick that up from just anywhere. It's a learned behavior. They figure since their grandparents were doing it, you know, their ancestors were doing it, they can continue to keep on. No, because at some point, We are gonna get to the point, and it's not all of us. We're gonna get to the point where we go against the grain, and it's gonna be over with. And that's the best thing I can see in the clean version. I can say more, however, I don't want to, You're right, brother. I seen it too. See, when the devil was created, he had jealousy. Is it, or is it a evil is it a subconscious level of wrongdoing made it into a spiritual deity? That's what I always think about. I always, think outside the box, because there's symbolism into everything. Like God is within you. I mean, it even say that in the Bible. Jackson, what interview you watch? Where did you watch this interview you're speaking of? Do we do things that we shouldn't? Of course, I do things I shouldn't every single day. I'm human. The situation is, as humans, having free will makes us freely do what we want. Absolutely. We human beings first, before we are, our race. Human beings. We're gonna do stuff. I always do stuff, to piss somebody off, I used to be that person that my day wasn't complete until I pissed somebody off. Synonymous, to being free. Hi, Pink Plum Puff. Welcome to the live. Yes, that was a great interview. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to watch it again. Just because. Yes, just because it's him. And he says some of the most profound things in his interviews. And I love it. Yes, we're all human beings first. It's just the type of human being you are. When people have that mastered down, they'll be, I really hate this eyebrow. Once people have that down packed and mastered, they'll be able to, overstand that everybody's a human being before you're a race. However, now this is the time that we need to start coming together. Too many people make too many excuses. Oh, because it's so hot outside, people are going to act a fool. We black. The sun does not affect us like that. I can guarantee you that. The sun is our vitamin D. And it's made to nourish our skin. So, again, we have to unlearn what we have already learned. It's not dangerous for us. See, they tried to break Shannon. They did. I'm gonna be honest. I don't agree with everything he does or says, but I was riding for Uncle Shannon 100% of the way, no questions. The reason why they're doing everything they can for him is because he has his own. And when the moment he walked away from the system, is the day they tried to tear him down. And they didn't. He's still alive. He's still thriving, and people still gonna support and watch him. Now he gives some phenomenal interviews. I'm not even gonna take that from him. That man is very calm. He's very articulate, and he knows what questions to ask. And I'm gonna continue to ride for Uncle Shannon. Yeah. Oh well, just people just gonna be bad. He's putting us on a pedestal and showing the world our true talent by keeping us on that chair. And I'm proud of him. So happy Banner was there. I'm gonna be y'all want to know something? I'm gonna believe that he read my comment, because I was like the only comment of somebody who said my exact question is verbatim. It's time. I said, now I gotta paraphrase because I really don't remember. I said, now, I think I said either now it's time to interview David Banner, or I said something like, when are you gonna, can you interview David Banner? That's what I was looking for from the beginning. I said it's time. It's time for him to have Banner, on that chair. I love, Monique. She's like auntie. I love Cat Williams. Love Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla. They had some great interviews. I manifested that interview. Me. Even though everybody had everything they had to say, I wanted to see Banner on that chair. When I saw Banner on that chair, that meant the world to me as a fan. And I've been a fan since Crooked Letters. I've been a fan since, Mississippi, the album 1 and 2. I've been a fan. And I'm so happy that he finally was able to interview Banner. That warmed my heart. That was the only interview that I had been waiting for. And I think I said that like I think it was sometime last year. I was watching somebody. I don't remember who it was. Now he also needs to get T.I. on there, Killer Mike, and interview them as well. But I have been waiting patiently for the interviews. Like, I really didn't watch anybody else's interviews. I was like, I'm not watching another interview until I see Banner on that couch. I have not seen an interview from Shannon Sharpe since, I don't even remember the last person interview I saw. That's bad. Now, I'll go back and watch the other interviews that he had on there. But I was waiting for Banner. Because we was going to, me and Uncle said we won't have a time if we didn't have Banner on there. When you hit that couch, that's when you know you made it. I mean, he's been made it, but because he's multi-talented rapper, songwriter, producer, actor, business entrepreneur. And he one of the sexiest men walking this earth. Oh my gosh, that is a sexy man. Woo. Yes. Woo. one that created that man right now. Mm, mm, mm. Yes. However, what made me align with him was his mind. It wasn't just about the looks. It was his mind. I mean, he always been, you know. And he real talking too. I saw that. Um, it wasn't just about the looks. Yeah, everybody have looks, but have good looks. But if you're, however, if you're an asshole, then who really looking at you? Like, seriously, who do you expect to look at you if you come off as this, type of person that people should just automatically kiss your behind because you good looking? No, you could be the most beautiful, the most handsome person walking this earth. If your attitude is, if you have a shitty attitude, then you just, you're not so pleasing to the eyes. I promise. It's up here, what you have up here. Yep, the Matrix. Jackson said David changed a bit since the last time I saw him singing a song. What? Jackson, what are you talking about? He does not sing. His wordplay is immaculate as well. What song did you see him sing? I just need to know. Abdul said, you're an empath. I am. Nobody will ever take that away from me. I'm clairaudio. I'm clairvoyant. And I have premonitions. I'm a master manifester. So I promise, whatever I speak into the universe, I will be aligned with. And that is no lie. It's happened before. That's not me bragging. That's the honest truth. When you just have that gift, you just have it. It's either on you or it's in you. There's no in between. And being an empath and a master, I used to be a master manipulator. Being a master manifester and an empath, that's the most powerful shit in life ever. Like, I'm so serious. What? Jackson, what are you talking about? He gotta make sure y'all know who he is before the song ends. Yeah. Nobody was talking about songs though. I said he's actually a philanthropist as well. He's a motivational speaker. He had a whole series called the God Box, and I'm upset that I missed going to see him speak, because that man can speak. Do you hear me? He speaks, and when he speaks, and I will listen. Actually, right, Jackson. I just told Amy that. What you told Amy? Abdul said, in order for me to like you, wait, right, I gotta want to fuck your brain. And if I can't mess with your brain, definitely not attracted to me. That's it right there. That's the word right there. If you can't get into my mind, surely you will not understand the rest. And it took me a long time to get here too. I I am worthy. I am. I know I'm worthy. There's nothing where I know. If you can't get up here, don't expect to get nowhere else. And I'm just being quite honest. The mind is a powerful thing. When you can get into my mind and actually have a conversation with me and articulate conversation with me to where we could talk for hours and hours about different things that have nothing to do with out inside the norm. I'm an out of the box type of person, thinker. That's why I have 83 ideas. That's going to make me acquire more richness. Now I'm going to say, hey, Ansel. Hey, Amy. Hey, Abdul, Grand Rising. What we need to do is to eradicate the word completely. We don't put it in music and movies and everything we use as if it's part of the vocabulary. It's only part of the vocabulary of the people who's still in that mindset, who think that's okay to continue to use the word. Should I use the word sometimes? I do too, sometimes, because like I said, and I tell these people all the time, if I can look at you, I can tell as a man, I can look at you and tell the difference between a nigga and a man. I hate that word, but here we are. I can tell the difference. And there is a difference. It's not one and the same. And I wish people stop thinking that. It's all about what you speak of yourself. As I always say, it's a mindset thing. So if you continue to operate with niggadactyl tendencies, that is exactly what you are. Now, if you change yourself for the better, you can change from a nigga to a man. A black man. When you operate in a mindset where you can, and give yourself the authority to move away from those tendencies and realize, hey, it's time for me to become a man and actually exude exemplary qualities of a man, you have mastered becoming a man. The word don't bother me. I just don't like to use it a lot. Everyone say yes. I'm always keep it 100. I have never given anyone a reason to lie, because I'm such a horrible liar. I am, and I've always been that way. If I lie, it's going to eat me up, and I'm going to eventually tell the truth. So I figure from the beginning, might as well tell the truth, and I ain't got to worry about what lie I made up. Yeah, I used to do it a lot. That was me, massive manipulator. Now I'm just like, I can't do it. I've always been like that. I cannot. I feel like you like who you like. Like, I'm vegan, and some people eat meat. Some people like white people. Some people like black people. I feel it's all about what you like in the movie centers. Okay, well, I have to see it, so I get what you're saying, though. Abdul said they touched on that because Michael's girlfriend in the movie was white, but had a black, had a white nose. What? Okay, she was biracial. Got you. Just say that. I was trying to see where you were going with that, but I get it. And Seth said exactly, it's learned behavior. And it really needs to be unlearned. Like, seriously. Their ancestors have used their word for so long. When our ancestors were enslaved, they think that's all we are. We lazy. How we lazy? How are our people lazy? Well, up until the Yeah. Were our ancestors lazy when they were the ones that were doing all of the manual labor? When y'all set your eyeballs in the house in the cool air, drinking the lemonade prepared by our ancestors and eating their food that they prepared for y'all every night. How are they lazy? Y'all can't tell me these people is lazy. We know the definition of work, and it's been instilled in our ancestors and passed down to us. Now we just need to work on the youth. But it's gonna take us now that we're becoming the elders to guide them, to make them want to listen to us. We have to be relatable to them, because otherwise they're gonna continue to do stupid shit that they've been doing, like they're doing now. Because I swear, just I'm an 80s baby. You know what type of music I listen to? I listen to music my parents listen to. I'm a music connoisseur, so I like what I like. I'm gonna listen to whatever, not whatever, because yeah, I'm gonna listen to whatever is black. That's just me. There's no way around it. We are the originators of all music genres, which they continue to think they can take away from us. We are country, we're rock and roll, we're R&B, we're, you know, heavy metal. We are all that in one. That's our music. Nobody does music like we do. And nobody will ever do music like us. It's been often, duplicated. It would never. We was given hate. If God was in me, I would die because God is better than me. He's everything. No, that's not the meaning of the context. I forgot how he explained it. I have to go back and watch the interview again. I remember when Moses asked God to come down to earth. He said what Moses did. See, we gotta learn how to think outside of the doctrine of the Bible, because it was written by man, so it's not completely true. Not going against anybody and what they believe, but there's some symbolism into it, as I always say. And if you really think about what the Bible is and the certain stories in the Bible, the book of Psalms was written by David. The irony, right? Although it is a book of songs, it's also a book of spells. Because spells is nothing more than songs. Poems are nothing more than songs without music. What is going on? The creator that made us so powerful that we would not even control him is not exactly what I'm talking about. It is in the Bible, though. It says that God is in us. We are God-like. God is omnipotent. So therefore, we control our destiny. No, you're not going to always fit into something that you make. However, that's neither here nor there. No, brother, you did. That's what I'm saying. I hope I don't offend nobody either. Okay, let me get to the bottom, because I know my brother's online. Or going online. Are you going online? We do. We do need to protect Uncle Shannon at all costs, no matter what. Okay. I am now at the end of the comments. Thank you so much for watching this live. Have a wonderfully safe Juneteenth. So those who are off, because I have to work, may it be filled with love, laughter, and lots of fun. Until tomorrow, peace, love, light, and gratitude. Thank you all for the conversations. And remember, play at your own risk. And don't stop. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Love each other and one another and yourselves. See y'all tomorrow. Peace. No. Jackson, good day.